Let me ask you a question. Do you enjoy playing as Krauser and want to get scores like these or better? Stick around and I'll tell you how. When playing as Krauser, you have 3 weapons at your disposal: his CMP, explosive bow and arrows, and his signature knife. You'll also gain access to his Mayhem mode abilities, which mutate him into his Plagas form and give him not only a 3-hit combo, but his finishing lethal blow, the Stinger. When not in Mayhem mode, you'll be using his knife to not only carry your combo, but also to move around faster. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, knives truly are faster. Krauser has a unique ability to dash when holding his knife, which we use to our advantage in the run. To do this, you want to alternate between the running and parrying buttons and a specific rhythm. You can also use the strange movement strategy to move from side to side. When dealing with both dynamite and rocket launcher enemies, you use the TMP to stun them before finishing them off with a knife or melee attack. You also use your bow for red zealots and any other long-distance enemy getting on your nerves. You can use your bow on the armored Gyarados, but it's not recommended just because it's better to farm them while Mayhem is activated. Those are really the only times you use Krauser's guns. For the most part of the run, you'll be sticking with your knife since it does more damage than the TMP and charges Mayhem the fastest. You'll even use the knife during boss fights because stunning a boss and then stabbing them in the throat or back will usually be an insta-kill. On both island and docks, you want to rapidly parry the brutes that shoot at you because it charges up your Mayhem mode faster. Upon activating Mayhem mode, your goal is to kill enemies in large groups so as to get as many multi-kill points as possible. If possible, right before your Mayhem gauge runs out, you'll use Krauser's Stinger attack on any leftover enemies or on a boss since it will insta-kill either one. You can also use this attack early on in the run, when the enemies are weaker. The reason we don't use the Stinger attack more often is because doing so lowers our gauge by half, so we save it for the very end of Mayhem mode. As for the rest of our Mayhem mode, we'll use Krauser's first 2 attacks to farm points, either from a group of enemies or a boss. Krauser's third attack can also be used for groups or a boss, but it's more powerful and can sometimes insta-kill a boss, so it's better to use it sparingly since it's more important to farm them. I hope this video helped you better understand how to play Krauser. Now go off and get some new high scores. And don't get sloppy, rookie.